Hey, and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, and I'm here to touch base with you as I always do every day except for Sunday. How are you guys doing? All is well. Let's bring in Chris. Chris is coming to the stage. There he is. Sorry about that, guys. You were just looking away.
What's up, sir?
What's going on, buddy?
I'm here. It's Friday.
Thankful
I mean, no, actually, it's
Thursday.
Thursday. See, I'm off.
It's Thankful Thursday. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? She says, "Good morning, Ron and Chris. Good morning."
Morning, Gwen.
Yes, good. Gwen, can we give a hand to? I mean, Gwen did a great job yesterday.
That was a
Gwen
great
did a
show
great
yesterday.
job
Very good
yesterday.
show.
Oh, wait a minute. I just said Gwen. We don't call Gwen Gwen. Gwendolyn is Gwendolyn. She don't like
Oh, she
Gwen.
doesn't like Gwen.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
see,
you do not say
see, she
Gwen.
should have corrected me. I didn't know that.
You say
My apologies, Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn.
Okay, my apologies.
Gwendolyn. Yes, yes, yes. So let me see who's in on Instagram. Let's check on Instagram, folks. Let's see who's in the room. Oh, Todd John TV is in the building. River House 2000 is in the building. Chrissy Ann's Way is in the building. Rashawn is in the building. Lisa's in the building. Lamb Emma Thomas. Ian Thomas is in the building. Now, there we go. There we go. Everybody's in the building. You know how we feel about if you're in the Instagram, you want to go over to YouTube. You can just go to Touch Base Daily in YouTube and you'll get a better experience. It'll be on your big screen TV, on your tablet,
Yes.
on your computer. Touch Base Daily. Just put in Touch Base Daily or put at Ron Lewis Photos. Happy Thursday, says Rashawn, because if you want to comment, I want you to comment through YouTube. Yeah, it makes it easier so people can see you and interact with you. Okay. What else? Who else is in the room? Let's see who's in the room when it comes to YouTube. Omar's in the room. The first time seeing the intro. Nice. Yeah, baby.
Every day you're stepping up the game, my friend.
We get better and better every single day.
You know what I love?
Day.
You know what I actually love? I think I've mentioned this to you. I love the fact that now you've actually set it up that for days to come, it shows up in the YouTube feed who's going to be on and what time. And it's a nice reminder for people that are subscribed to you that it shows up in their YouTube feed. And I'm sure that most people are on YouTube every day.
Yes. 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 And it says Lorenz Johnson says, yes, love this. Happy Thursday. And again, we have Gwendolyn says, love that intro. There you go. Doesn't the intro match me? I found what matches me. A little jazz. I love me some jazz. Bryson's in the building. What's up, Ron and Chris? What's up, Chris? What's up, RLP fam? What's up, CQ fam? That's right, Bryson's always representing. Always representing. What's going on, guys? What's going on? So how are you all doing on this Thankful Thursday? We'll talk about we got a lot of subjects to talk about today. But one, I just want to find out, what are you thankful for today? What are you thankful for today? Today is Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for today? Put it in the comment box. Put it in the comment box. Yeah. Put it in there. Put it in there. And that would be there. There we go. I'm going to put that in the banner. Forgot to put that one in there. Thankful for. Here we go. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? I know I am thankful for this new platform. I'm definitely thankful. I've gotten so many some real good feedback from so many people that watch us every day or watch me every day or watch me with guests every day. And because of the feedback is how I'm getting better at this, like you see some of the changes, you see things that are happening. That's because this community is engaged.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny. There's small little tweaks here and there, but they make such a huge difference. Like these are little things that I noticed. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but like even just like the background. Like now you've gone to a black. When you first started, it was like multicolored, like
The
purplish,
blue.
blue. You went to a blue. Now you're trying a black. Try things out till you get the feel that you want. The QR code was at the bottom before. Now we moved to the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's much clearer, so it doesn't get interrupted by the text and the scrolling that happens at the bottom. The logo and the touch base daily is a prominent figure at the top now. So it's there. It's there.
Guys, what are you thankful for? Omar says, thankful to be doing what I love to do every day. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. What are you thankful for today? There are no thankful people in the room. What's going on? Let's see what's going on Instagram. Let's see what's happening over there. Okay. What's going on? DTB, Maxie, and Janie Kind is in the building. Come on over to YouTube. That's
Let's
where
see
the
what
rest
the
of the
numbers
community
are so
is.
far.
Come on over. Just go to YouTube and hit Touch Base Daily, or go in and hit Ron Lewis Photos at Ron Lewis Photos.
Yeah, so the count's up to 11 right now in the room.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for opportunities. I'm thankful for our friendship. And I'm thankful for life, because it's been good to me, and I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, life is, my brother, his mom's uncle passed away yesterday. And then he's not my blood brother. We grew up in church together. He's always been our big brother, my younger brother, and I, so his brother passed away on the day before, on his birthday.
Wow.
So I was like, yesterday was like, wow. Ooh. I mean, 2024 is coming in with a roar. But yeah, so it's just that I am thankful. I mean, someone said, I think last week, I am thankful that I'm above ground.
Yes, I say that all the time. I say it
Maybe
all
it
the
was you.
time.
Maybe it was you that said it last week. And I was like,
Probably.
it's such a good thought that, you have to be thankful that every day when you wake up, that you woke up. You're here. You're
Yep.
here. G says, I am thankful for hearty laughs with family and friends. Now, there's nothing like good laughs. Oh, speaking of laughs, yesterday I was at the coffee shop, and I work from the coffee shop. This time I did not take my computer. I just took my phone and worked through my phone on projects that I was working on, because I was only going to be there for about an hour. And then I said, you know what? Let me go home. I was like, I'm going to go home and just and go back to work. But then you ever have that moment where something just changes your direction?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to be spontaneous. I'm going to get on. If there's a bike out there, because I like to ride the bike everywhere. If there's a bike in the port, I'm going to take it downtown, and I'm going to see Origin.
Oh, okay. You saw it last
And I
night.
saw Origin last night by myself. Sometimes it's good to just go by yourself. And I will tell you, you have to see Origin. It is so good on so many levels. History. For those of us in this community that love history, it has history. It talks about family and the connection of family, being there for your family, being there for your friends. It's also it's educational about racism versus the caste system. I mean, it is, I hope that it is a movie that gets nominated next year. I don't think it was done early enough for this year. So I don't think it got a snub. I just think it wasn't probably ready.
Yeah, because it has to come out, I think, before the end of December, either like the third week of December, something like that. And I think it came out in January.
We got it in
So
January.
that's
It just came out last weekend.
okay. And the hard part about when you release a movie at the beginning of the year, most Oscar nominated movies are not released at the beginning of the year. They tend to
Yes.
be like around the fourth quarter because it's fresh in people's minds. It's
Yes.
very rare that a movie released so early in the year it gets an Oscar nod. But if the buzz is good enough, hopefully it will get it. I'm going to go see it this weekend.
It's so good. And please stay to the end. At the end, I know here in New York City, at the end, I think it's nationwide. What they do is at the end of the movie, while the credits are going, they put this little QR code up to sponsor a seat for a young person to see the movie.
Oh, wow.
This movie is so good when it really helps you understand what racism is and what classism, like casting, like the class system, how globally, like we think of racism in America as how we think of it is the structure, which there is racism in America, but is racism built on classism or the caste system? And you learn without giving the movie away, you learn where the Nazis got their idea to exterminate the Jews.
Mm.
And you're going to be very surprised where they got their the very foundation came from a certain place. And when you interact, I cry 3 times in the movie. Literally, was like, this movie is like it just goes right to your soul. And Elise told us about it, and I was so glad. I didn't get a chance to go last weekend because we had such a cold weekend. I was like not leaving the house, and also I had the photoville that I was doing, but it was so worth it. Yeah, last night. Just so you know what it's based on, it's Isabel's Wilkerson's Caste. That's the book. If you're interested in reading the book, it's Isabel Wilkerson's Caste: The Origins of Our Discontents. And man, it is so powerful, so powerful. As a matter of fact, I am ordering that on my Audibles this morning after I finish with you guys. So it'll be afternoon. So I will be listening to that book because it is phenomenal. The movie, phenomenal. So just wanted to share that with you guys because it has some family scenes in it, and you were talking about family. It's just so good. Okay, politics. I could not let this go, and I was trying to let it go. Tim Scott, disgraceful moment in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much lower you can go as a human being to allow someone to denigrate you to the point where everyone else knows what's going on and you choose not to either see it, to comment on it, or even just to have some ounce of respect for yourself. So here's the thing. Tim Scott was a candidate for president of the United States, okay? You know, you get into that race to become the leader of the free world. And for him to allow Trump to do what he did to him. So for those that didn't see it, when Trump was doing his acceptance speech in New Hampshire, he made the comment that Nikki Haley had helped him to be appointed to Congress in her state of South Carolina.
Yes.
Then he turns around and he says, "Oh, she must hate you."
No, he said he must hate her.
Oh no, he must hate her. Yeah, sorry.
He must hate her because he dumped her.
Right. And then he instead of standing up for himself, he stands in front of Trump, takes the mic away, and says, "Oh no, I just love you." Like, sir, he just humiliated you in front of a nationwide TV audience, in front of a live audience in front of you, and that was your response. I mean,
Ugh.
it's bad enough. I mean, as a lot of people are commenting, he is one trying to become VP, the VP pick. That's
He's not
one.
gonna be VP.
Right. Right. But here's the thing. He's trying his hard to look VP material. Okay. Now, here's the thing. And there's a lot of things that go along with this. One, there's never ever been, as I said, there's never ever been a vice president that was never married. So, here's the thing. I don't
So
know
he
if this is
just announced his
possible.
engagement.
But not even that. Before, when it was brought to everyone's attention that there was never ever anyone in the Oval Office that was never married, all of a sudden he materialized a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now that he's dropped out and he wants to be vice president, it kept rearing its ugly head. After that, all of a sudden now he's engaged. Here's the thing.
He's the worst.
I'm not saying that he's not in a relationship with this woman. I'm not saying that he's not engaged with this woman, but it just all seems suspect and convenient.
Ugh.
That's all I'm saying.
If you have not been seeing on I always call it Black Instagram or Black YouTube. Like there's Black on Twitter, there's Black YouTube, Roland Martin show, and a couple other places. People like Clarence Thomas and Tim Scott. And I like what I think it was on the Roland show that one of the anchor people was saying. There's always, even during slavery, there was always one slave, or maybe several, that was always on the side of the master, and also was the one that ratted everybody out, was the one that was listening in on the conversations and reporting back what's going on. And it's just so sad. Tim Scott, I mean, it was such a pitiful moment to get up. I mean, you didn't see any of the other people do it. He just walked up to the mic and said, "I love you."
And it's not even that he said it, it's how he said it.
Yeah.
It's just like, "Yes, master, I love you."
Yes,
Like,
he said it just like that too.
It was
came out
embarrassing.
like that.
It was embarrassing. And I mean,
Lisa says, might as well have dropped to his knees. Let me
Lisa,
tell
you
you,
ain't saying nothing.
You're not the only one, Lisa, that says that. Everyone that has been in talk radio or talk podcasts or anything that's talking about the Tim Scott moment, it was a disgrace. I mean,
Listen,
Al Sharpton said it best. Also, if you go back to Al Sharpton's show, it's on his channel, on his YouTube channel. It's probably on one of his shorts, and it was like a disgraceful moment, just horrible for a Black
it's
man.
cringeworthy. It was cringeworthy.
It was cringy. I mean, it was cringy.
It made national news. I mean, even like the ladies on The View were talking. It was a hot topic they were talking about as well. So it was like it spans radio, TV, social media. It was everywhere. It was disgusting to see.
Lauren says he is definitely not one of us.
No,
he definitely is not one of us. And yeah, Elise said the same thing. Like I did. He said it. That's exactly how he said it. Yes, master, I love you.
Yeah.
I mean, you just it was like the master was just dropped, but you knew what it was being implied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let me go back
to some
thankful. Let me go back to some thankfulness. I know Tim Scott is trending right now, but I just wanted to just bring that up. But I wanted to also, let's go to some of these wonderful, I love, because it's Thankful Thursday. And we can now share what people are thankful for. So
yeah.
let's do it.
And here's the other thing though. This will live in the feed.
Yes,
on YouTube.
Lives.
It doesn't disappear. It's there. You can see it. Once you put it up on the screen, you can see it.
Yes. And for all you guys that are in Instagram, I gotta pop over and give you some love. Come on over to our YouTube channel. Just go into Touch Base Daily. Just click and say Touch Base Daily. It'll come up, or you just put in @Ron Lewis Photos, and it will come up. So I see my son Adrian's in the building. I see Rambo all the way from India is in the building. Rambo, oh man, I gotta talk to you, Rambo, at some point about the caste system in India. We got to have a conversation. I want to know more about it. Rags and Pieces is in the building. Mr. Rags
What's up, Rags?
in the building. Jimmy G Me 94 is in the building. CL Ordine is in the building, and we got R. Lees is in the building. Yeah, and definitely we talked about Origin already. Lauren's in the building. Lauren, New York City is in the building. What a phenomenal movie from our good sister, CQ sister Ava. Yes, indeed. I see here Charlene is in the building, and our wonderful Daya is in the building. So if you're in the Instagram feed, come on over. What's our song? Come on over, baby.
Okay. We got to sing it in the room.
Just had to do it. It's Thankful Thursday, y'all. It's Thankful Thursday. Lauren said, the releases, Lisa, I'm thankful for Gwendolyn for having a conversation with me about how I can grow my business.
Great transition.
That was nice. Here's another one. I'm thankful. This is from Lauren Johnson. I'm thankful for so much, but at the present time, I am so thankful for all the love and support I'm getting in need from my dad right now. Yes, indeed, Lauren. I see here also, Kelly A, it says, I'm thankful for living healthy parents. I'm so blessed. That's what I'm talking about. Let's share that thankfulness. Daya says, I'm thankful for all the love I receive from my family and friends. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Nice. And now this is also catching up to Origin, the book. G says, that's a great book. It's in my library already. Charlene says, I'm not sure if I want to read the book first before I see the movie. No, you need to see the movie. See the movie, because the movie's only going to be out for so long. So go see the movie, unless you're going to read that book in about 40 days or 30 days. Go to see the movie. It's so worth it to see the movie. The movie is impactful. That's for those that are late. We were talking about Origin, the movie. We talked about that earlier. Also, Bryson gave us some information here. He says, actually, it's been nominated for the NAACP Image Awards for Outstanding Motion Picture. It will win. I guarantee it. It will win. Perfect movie. You want to take your family out. You want to take your teenage sons and daughters out. You want to be able to share with them about the difference between racism and the classism or class in America or around the world. Yeah, it is worth it. It is so worth it. I mean, there's so many, and you will want to discuss it after. So here in this community, next Friday, that's what we're doing. For those that haven't gone, so we're next Friday, our Focus Friday is on the movie Origin. So that's what we're doing next Friday. So come in, do your homework. I took notes. I was, you know me, I love movies that make me think. Let's see, what else are you guys saying in the feed? Let me go back to the live feed here. Okay, la. Okay, I see Cass. Hey, Cass is in the building. Here we go. Hey, Fifi's in the building. Also, Fifi is in the building. We are here. Look at everybody is here. Elise says also about Origin. That would be a great discussion. So next week, we're going to have a good time talking about, I'm going to be doing my homework because I want to learn more about the untouchables of India. I want to learn about the caste system. I want to learn about all these different things that this movie talks about. So anyway, I'm just giving you little hints there. I'm not spoiling your movie moment. So make sure you do it. I see the mics. At least I try to sing once in a while. Yeah, I do try. Rambo says, love from India. We love our brother from India, Mr. Rambo, which is also his real name is Amit. Okay. Amparo's in the building. Just to put a pin. Oh, Stephen and put a pin in Tim Scott. Stephen Django. Stephen in Django. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, Gary's in the building. What's up, Gary? My new co-working buddy in our co-working space. Gary and I are now attached. Thank you, Gary. Let's see who else is in here. I will reread the book. Elise says, I will reread the book when I finish the Bell Hooks book. Okay. Back to thankful. I am thankful for getting to the point where I can really do what I love every day. Paro has the same exact one as Omar. Lisa says, Ron, we said next week. Stop spilling the beans. I'm enticing you. How about that? I'm enticing you. I didn't spill the beans.
This is called a tease.
Those are tease. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Lauren says, homework assignment. That's right. Homework assignment time. Everyone in the community, go see Origin. Okay. Adrian, my son, says, I might do a conversation on this movie at work or BHM. Nice. Yeah. It's a good movie. Son, you know how we roll when it comes to movies. You and I know on the same page with this movie. Lisa Seeley says, what the movie is about now? Damn it, I know what the whole movie is about now. No, you don't. You don't know anything about this movie. When you see this movie, you are gonna be like, yo, Ron only gave us just a little bit to tease you. Let's see here. What else is in the room? We are stuck together like glue now. Yes, Gary. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That's what community does. That's what community does. Okay. Lisa says, Chris, I see you will hide the gun. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I was like perplexed
on that thought. Oh gosh. Okay, what's going on? So, Chris, what else is going on? What's going on? What else are we talking about here? Okay, so we are in politics. We are in the political year. This is 2024, the year of the election.
Yeah, presidential election.
You're going to hear my mouth about this every day, probably almost every other day, because I'm a political junkie. That's my problem. It's like a drug. I know it's my problem. Sometimes I have to wean myself off every day and kind of like do something else. But it is all about 2024, the election. So I have to say, I have that question about you guys. I have a question. Have you guys had a chance to check out Nikki Haley? Like what's she doing? What's going on with Nikki?
So here's my take on her. At this point, I feel as though, and I think a lot of people feel this way, she's just going to say and do whatever it takes to get elected. So here's the thing. She is the child of immigrant parents. She does not talk about it. Nikki is not her given name. I don't remember her full name, but she does not go by it.
Yeah.
She does not go by it. Whenever she's asked or prompted to talk about racism or anything to deal with those type of issues, she kind of skirts around the edges. What she's trying to do is appeal to Trump's base so that she doesn't offend them. So in the unlikely event that she actually does beat him or Trump is disqualified from running, she wants to be able to grab those votes. That's what she's doing. But that's the coward's way out. Like, just be yourself. Be truthful and be yourself. Here's the thing. She was actually the governor at the time that took down the Confederate flag down in South Carolina. And she's passed a lot of okay bills in South Carolina. So run on those facts. Like, she won't even talk about those things because those are not the things that Trump's base wants to hear. If anything, they're going to hold that against her. So it's just kind of like, and all of a sudden now she's starting to talk about Trump in a negative way. Where was all of this 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, when you should have been attacking him? When all of you guys, other candidates that were running for president, should have been doing. You can't do it now. It's kind of like too late. Like, the genie's out the bottle. And at this point, Trump being the nominee is a foregone conclusion. You know, outside of anything happening criminally for him.
Lisa says the name is Nimarata.
Yeah, Nimarata. Thank you, Lisa.
Nimarata.
Yeah. Like, that's your given name. Why not run on that?
She's not going to drop out, and the commentators are saying because she's the second person, and she's the only one on the ticket, you know, like competing for the presidency in the Republican ticket. So if Trump dies, she possibly is the nominee. If Trump goes to prison, she's possibly the nominee. If Trump is banned by the Supreme Court with this case that's coming up in 2 weeks. Sorry, no, I think it's the first. 2 weeks is February. February's in 2 weeks. Lord, yeah, in 2 weeks the Supreme Court has to work to come on a verdict. You know, do a verdict about the Colorado taking him off the ballot. So she's saying, I am not leaving no matter what. And what's happening also with her saying that is that the financiers are going on her side.
Yeah, her donors are still
president of Chase Bank, a couple of the Wall Street people are starting to say, you know what? We're going to give some money to Nikki. So Nikki maybe this is her plan. Go under the radar, and now she has the opportunity to be on the Republican Party.
She said she's got 2 more months at least in her.
I just saw Lisa's response. I mean, Fifi said something that was pretty interesting, so I had to go back. Yeah, let's go back to what Fifi says. The fact that rump is even a choice makes my stomach bubble. Yeah. Have you guys also noticed that his makeup people are not doing a good job on his makeup? We don't talk about Caste here, but he's a lot more orange. Yeah, it's amazing. A man that's been convicted of assaulting a woman, indicted 91 charges, but yet they don't care.
Here's the other thing too, and this is why I think, like, you're so late in pointing this stuff out. So last week, I believe it was, Trump was talking about the insurrection and how it was quote unquote Nikki Haley's fault that they didn't have the National Guard come out. One, he meant to say Nancy Pelosi, but he kept repeating Nikki Haley. So, like, you can't even get that stuff straight. And then also, you're talking about you're running against Obama when you're actually running against Biden. Like, the mental competency isn't there.
I love Lisa.
It's not there.
She's a voice in this community. She goes, have they ever? He needs to get a drag makeup artist. They would have him beat. And for those that don't know, in the drag world, like I know the drag world, but I know one phrase that comes from the drag world. Beat that face.
That's a great promo right there. Don't forget to watch the conference call. It should have dropped. Our episode should have dropped yesterday. Yeah, we did not drop an episode yesterday. It's going to come out late. It's going to come out for tomorrow morning. We're actually going to record it tonight. Life just gets in the way sometimes. So check it out on YouTube. The conference call is Drag Race Season 16, the recap shows. This will be episode 3 tomorrow. That'll drop tomorrow morning.
How about Chris, since you're here and you did bring it up, and we love the folks at the conference call. Tell us about it. How did you guys come up with this whole conference call idea?
All right,
I'm interviewing you
so
now, sir.
so actually about 3 years ago now, during the pandemic, Rex and TJ and I, we've been friends, and we decided we were all on social media and we were all doing different things in different social settings. TJ has had podcasts before and a YouTube channel. Rex has a YouTube channel and a component that he had tied into his magazine. I was doing the IG lives, and we just wanted to see how we could mesh what we're doing and do something together. We literally spent a year doing FaceTime calls, scheduled FaceTime calls where we would just interact on FaceTime and talk about different topics, and then just get a feel for how each person interacted with one another. And the goal was to do IG lives and then turn it into a YouTube channel. We would try to build an audience over on Instagram and then move it over. But I think we got moved over to YouTube a lot faster because a lot of the tools weren't there in Instagram. We would have a lot of the audio issues. Instagram wasn't stable. But that's how we came to do the conference call. And the conference call was just a nice play on old technology and new technology. Like, we all grew up with telephones and playing, if you remember the game Telephone, where you would tell somebody something and then they would tell the other person. And then you, at the very end, you would wait to see what the actual message was. So it was a play on, us growing up in the 80s and 90s and using a regular telephone, and then also being in this digital space, and then being able to communicate and just have conversations. And no matter what we did, everyone could relate to a conference phone call. So with the conference call, like, that is our platform, but we're doing several different things. So like, we do the Drag Race recap show when Drag Race comes out every season. And then we also do our regular show where we just kind of talk about a lot of different topics. This season that's going to be coming up this year, we're going to have a lot more guests come on. I don't think we didn't have any guests last year. We're going to have guests come on and chop it up with us this season. So we have a great time. We have great chemistry. We feed off of one another. And, you get a lot of memorable clips that we can put up as like little ads and stuff like that. So we have a great time. So join us. Go check out our YouTube channel. It's the conference call. Go back and watch all of last season's episodes, and also watch the Drag Race season 15 recap show that we did last year. That was a lot of fun.
Wow. I love it. They make me laugh. They make me laugh. And again, the camaraderie is so cool. And you guys almost, I mean, each one of them they're so different from each other, but yet they overlap. So it's just really good to see
and you get to see a different side of me.
Yeah, you do. Oh yeah, you do see a different side of. Oh yeah, you do see a different side of Chris.
This is the platform and the show where I can kind of let my hair down.
Yeah, because here he's a little more conservative. Like, we're both conservatives. We're like very.
This is daytime. This is daytime broadcasting.
Yeah.
When we go over the conference call, that's nighttime.
And he gets nighttime.
we got a little raunchy before. We actually did an episode last year for I think it was Valentine's, but we were all in like silk pajamas and stuff like that, and we talk about a little bit more racier topics, and we're not afraid to have a little spicy conversation and some colorful language, we'll say. we dropped the F-bomb.
G says, I advise to not listen or watch and drive. She said, I damn near had a car accident.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
It is definitely Gwendolyn's sense of humor. I think everybody in this community would enjoy it. So, guys, if you have not
have Gwendolyn on. We should have Gwendolyn on. I think that would be fun. Because she cussed like a sailor, and we would embrace that.
And Mama can't watch. Speaking of Gwendolyn, so yesterday we had our Wisdom Wednesday, and we had such a great time. And again, we got so much feedback yesterday. So many people wrote me in my DM, or they wrote underneath the the video or my shorts, because I finally learned how to use shorts, and they really felt like they learned something yesterday. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna close out with on this subject. Is what did you learn from if you were here yesterday, if you were on yesterday, or you saw the repeat of yesterday's conversation about accountability. We talked about accountability and we talked about community. And it was such a great conversation, and it just rolled so nicely. Well, first of all, we work so
It
good
was great.
together,
It
and
was great.
a lot of folks. I have my interior design colleagues. They reached out to me and said, "Ron, that was great."
You know
So
what? So here's something that I got. I mean, this is something that I do already, and I think we're all the same mind. But I love that she spoke about it. Don't be afraid to have more than one accountability community that holds you accountable. A lot of times, we always talk about having an accountability buddy, someone you can reach out to and be held accountable to. But there's nothing wrong with having multiple people, because the more people you tell, I don't want to say it's pressure, but the more that you feel that you have to do this because you put it out into the world.
mhm.
Ron is one of my accountability buddies. Rex is another. My husband holds me very accountable for a lot of things that I say I'm going to do, whatever. So it's always good to have multiple people, because it forces you to accomplish these things, these goals that you set for yourself. Then also you have a higher sense of purpose when you do those things. And then,
Yeah.
you know, the people that you tell that are holding you accountable, you know, you guys can share in those accomplishments together.
Mhm.
Ron and I, especially this past month, we've been sharing a lot of accomplishments between the two of us. A lot of the things that we said we want to do at the end of last year that we've already accomplished in this short span of 3 weeks in 2024. It's been amazing. And it's just been really nice to be able to have him as a sounding board, and then also for him to say, hey, you said you were going to do that, and I'm glad you did it. You needed to do it. So have multiple accountability buddies. Gwendolyn, thank you so much for that talk yesterday. I was working, but I was watching in the living room, and like all those things, it's like, yes, yes, yes. And then
Mm.
what I also love was showing the different workspaces. A lot of us work from home now after COVID, and even before COVID, but especially after COVID, and to be able to have some of those communities that you guys are in. And Rana introduced me to the
Time bender.
one that Peggy did, is Peggy
Yep, time
started, and I
bender.
definitely want to get involved in that. But it's such a great way to have even more sense of community. So kudos to you, Gwendolyn, and thank you, Ron, for having her on yesterday.
I tell you, same thing with Chris. And people say, "Ron, your photo." I get a lot of when people see my profile and they see I have a photo in National Geographic, I have a photo in the New Yorker. That New Yorker photo means the world to me. And the reason why that photo means the world to me, and getting that photo in the New Yorker magazine, is that when the volcano was erupting, when it just erupted, I was like, "Oh, should I go? Should I not go?" And then I said, "I really want to go. I'm going to do this." And then I talked to Chris about it, my accountability buddy, and I said, "Chris, I wonder, I need to buy a new camera because I need a dynamic range. I don't know what it is to photograph a volcano. So I need to have the best equipment to photograph this a big event." And then next thing you know, I said, "Hey, what do you think?" He says, "Ron, go invest in that camera. Get the camera,
And
buy the camera, because you are investing in you."
yes,
And I said, and I was like, "Okay, let me do that. Let me get this camera, and then guess what? It was the tool that I needed to do the job.
to
It
capture
was
that
the
image.
tool I needed for the job, and then later on, that photo made it to the New Yorker. So you never know how amazing your accountability buddies are. Your accountability buddies will open doors to you. They may have vision. Or this, can I say another one? Omar, when I came back from Africa and I had a bunch of photos, he says, Ron, it is time for you to start submitting your work. He's my mentor and he's one of my accountability buddies. But most of all, he's my mentor. And he said, Ron, you got a lot of photos out there. You need to start submitting your work. 1 week after he said that, National Geographic had on their National Geographic, what we call Your Shot channel. And they had an invitation to photographers to submit work for an article called Pops of Color. And I heard Omar's voice in my head saying, submit your work. And so I had taken a picture about 2 weeks before that. And it fit the article. And I submitted it. I said, well, what the heck? I'll just submit it. And then next thing you know, I was talking to someone today about this, out of 15,000 submissions, I was one of 30. Out of 15,000 submissions, I was 1 out of 30. But I would have never done it if my mentor did not speak into my life and say, Ron, I think you should submit your work. It is time for you to grow up. Submit your work.
Sometimes we need a little push. I mean, we believe in ourselves, but sometimes you need that extra push. And that extra push comes from people that you respect and trust and that hold you accountable. So, here's the thing. I think you would have gotten that shot, but I think you needed to have that little extra push to get it done. And then also, one of the comments I made to you was that if you buy this, it will pay for itself. Yeah. And literally within, I think, 3 months or so, that camera was paid for.
Yeah, it camera paid for itself. And not only that, I mean, people don't realize, again, there's certain things, there's certain magazines that, I don't know about other photographers, but for myself, I esteem National Geographic. I esteem the New Yorker. I'm not in a lot of magazines. I mean, I have a couple of magazines under my belt and a couple of, newspapers and stuff. But I really like embrace with a lot of love my photo in the New Yorker. The reason why is because of how it all happened. There's a whole story I'll go into later on about it. But the New Yorker is not a photographer's magazine. The National Geographic is a photographer's magazine. The New Yorker is an illustrator's magazine. Everything in the New Yorker is illustrations. And there are a few photos along the way. And I don't know if anyone knows, here in New York City, there's an archive at the New York Public Library on 42nd Street. There's an archive for all of the New Yorker magazines. And it's so cool to say, oh man, my photo is going to be in that archive. It will live in the New York City Library archives for the New Yorker
forever
magazine.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's so huge. Exciting.
It's huge, especially in a magazine that is just mostly known for its illustrations.
Yeah.
So why am I bringing this up? Why are we saying this as we close out? Guys, I cannot say enough. One is believe in community. Be a part of a community of people. Whoever that is, whether it be your church, whether it be your poetry club, whatever, be a part of communities, not just one, many. Get out and meet people. I think that's the greatest blessing of a church. Now, I got a lot of things to say about church, negative and positive. But what's beautiful about the church? What is beautiful about the church is community. Same thing with Manhattan Chamber of Commerce or your chamber of wherever you are, commerce. It's Lisa gets upset with me when I say close out and it's 7 minutes to go. She's like,
Well,
you
you know,
don't
it takes a
rob me
while for
of
us to
my
close out.
time. She's like, don't
It
you
takes a
dare
while for us
rob
to
me of
close
my
out.
time. She wants me to make sure I'm here to 12:15. But we've been talking a lot in January about accountability as a community. This is our community. Some folks walk in and say, this is our tribe.
Yeah.
It is amazing what you can do when you have a tribe. It is amazing what you can do when you have accountability buddies. They will see things that you don't see. They are the folks that really give sight to the things that, like what you call the blind sights that we have, the blind, we can't see everything. They are that for us. And I am so thankful for Chris, Gwendolyn, Lisa. Lisa said, hey, Ron, I think you should do such and such when it came to our, like the graphics and everything. But again, it's having, and also having the ability to receive what your accountability buddy is saying.
Yeah.
You have to be open and say, hey, I might need I might need a little correction here, or I might be doing this wrong, or I might need to go a different direction.
Or not even that. Sometimes you have to learn to take criticism from people that you
Yes.
consider your accountability, because it's not about just saying things to make you feel good. It's saying things to make you better. You know?
Yes. And that's what's beautiful. When you have a community of people that love you and support you, it is then that we all grow. We all grow when all of us are gaining, when all of us are pushing each other. We all grow together. I'm gonna start posting some of the stuff that you guys here is one. G says, ooh, being open to feedback. Yeah, we know about that conversation, right? Because a lot of people are not open to feedback, but that's how we learn. That's how we learn. I see. I did star something for you guys. Some more comments in this. Shirley says, I learned yesterday that I definitely need to get an accountability partner. It is important, guys. It is important. Lisa says, I learned that I needed to make my appointment with Gwendolyn before everyone else did. Yeah, Gwendolyn was not Gwendolyn was not just filling air when she was speaking yesterday. She really does get joy in helping people. I do too. Chris does. We love helping people. I mean, that's good. That's good energy. Okay. Oh, I'll just take you back to something that Fifi said. Chris, this is for you. We remember the leather shot or shoot, Chris, the leather outfit you wore.
Okay. She remembers. That was a year ago now.
Yeah, time is flying by. I see here in the feed, it says also you can. Here we go. Lisa says, also you can be yourself, but once you tell them, now they know, and you can't BS them. They keep you honest with yourself.
Yep.
Let me tell you, I know that's right. Right, Gary? Right, Gwendolyn? In our little co-working space. Fifi says, exactly, Lisa. Your advice has stayed with me. I can't thank you and Ron enough for helping me with QT CLT. That is, so there we go right there. Okay, there we go. What's going on in the Instagram world? Are there still people in Instagram? I think there's still people in Instagram. Sherry Amore, 24, is in the building. 12 Diva, Gwen is in the building. Trish is in the building. Paul G is in the building. Paul has he and the gentleman are going to be speaking on their YouTube channel coming up. I think. Paul, when are you guys? I posted it in our broadcast channel, but I forget the date. Or so if you can put the date in when you guys and then the gentleman's quarters, right? And I'll put that in there so we can let the people know about yours. These guys get together and they really hit some great subjects. Miss Bespoke is in the building. What's going on? 2 Diva is in the building, and Ronald Thompson is in the building. That is the hubby of Mr.
I'm surprised he's
Chris
on.
Edwards. Jenna is in the building. West Coast is in the building. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? And yeah, there we go. Let's get back to so if you're in Instagram, I don't know why you're there. No, no, you're there because you want to be connected. But when you get to Instagram, you want to also just to drop into our Touch Base Daily, and you just put in Touch Base Daily in YouTube. It will come up, and you can join us. Felicia says Gentleman's Corner live page. Yeah, check out Gentleman's Corners. And it will also be on when you go to my Instagram page. Sorry, I'm confused. In my YouTube page, what I've done on the top of my page is I put it, it says me and my friends, or me and friends. And what I've done is I have Chris up there. I have Dr. Tachi. I'm going to add Gentleman's Corner today. So these are all the people that I love and that I have an association with. Like, they're my friends. Paul is my friend. I love Paul. Such an amazing brother. And so that's going to be there. But you can always go to my page and you'll be able to link on their pages as well. So check that out. But Gentleman's Corner, they are coming back and they will have their, I think it's next week. Oh, I think it's February, right? It's first week of February. Let me know, Paul. Let me know so we have the exact information there for you if you're still in the building. But yeah, guys. Okay, it is 12:15. Lisa, I did it.
You made it.
I did it. I always got something to say. Yeah. So, guys, Chris, you have any last minute words? Final words for today?
Check us out tomorrow here on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah, tomorrow is Focus Friday. So you know what we do on Focus Fridays. For those that don't know, Focus Friday is one of my favorite parts of the week because you guys share and I share, and Chris share the accounts on Instagram that inspire, that bless us, and that encourage us.
So here's something. This is something you don't even know. I just thought about it while you're saying that. We've always focused on Instagram. Now we're on YouTube. Why not? Let's include YouTube. Because I have millions of channels that I'm subscribed to, and there are those that I just love. Some just for pure fun, but then some of them are very educational. So yeah, let's include YouTube now.
Lisa says, did you guys figure out the back end for FF? What's FF? Oh, Focus Friday. Oh, the background.
Oh, I think she's meaning to have to be able to do the additional screen where you can scroll.
Oh, yeah, we figured it out. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I saw you did it with Gwendolyn.
Yeah, thanks to our girl Gwendolyn. We are ready. I can easily show. We can show stuff now. We can project. We can project anything you have to say. We are ready. We can put anything on the screen while we're having a conversation. We can do slide presentations like we did yesterday with Gwendolyn. We're ready. We can put the Focus Friday and that Focus Friday. So we're going to have Instagram accounts and YouTube accounts.
And you can show both of them.
Accounts. I have 2 of them. I have 2 YouTube accounts that you are going to be blessed by. And I think it will help you. One, it's going to help you financially to know what's going on in the world globally. I'll just leave you with that hint for tomorrow. But it's going to be great. So exactly. See here. I'm making my YouTube list today, says Gwendolyn. And okay. Enjoy listening to the topics today. Have a great day. I see in there. Gentleman's Corner Live is 2 shows for 2024. Check the replays. For the Gentleman's Corner Live is 2 shows in 420. Oh, they already had 2 shows in. Okay, I missed the first 2 shows. How could that happen? No. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with them.
You were busy building your
I
channel.
was busy building this. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. It's been like, So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, we'll see you tomorrow on Focus Friday. We'll be here. Let me get rid of this off the screen. And also, let me put in here. I like to do this because I can. Because I can. Here we go. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Thank you for tuning in to Touch Base Daily. And if you want, you can join my Patreon community as well. That is where we really do some other things there, classes and photography downloads and all that other stuff. So check that out. Also, you're supporting this channel. That Patreon is supporting the channel. It's supporting what we do here, what I do as a creative. The Patreon also helps. I got a big art show. I have a big photo show coming up. So hopefully, you guys, as you're supporting, I can now take that money and save it and put it towards these 2 big events that are happening this year, as in photo exhibitions. Exhibitions do not just happen. You have to pay for them. Okay? So thank you for being a part of this community. Going back to those comments, have a great day, says Lauren to everyone. Now you need a closing music tune. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it, Lisa? Oh, Lisa. See you later.
Have a good one, everybody.
Can I put it out there? No, wait. Hold on a second. It's coming. Oh, hold on a second. It's coming. There we go. And you're going to see it in a moment. We're closing out with style. Just hold on. Just hold on. And let me just go through some of these comments as well. Will do, Gwendolyn. I'm enjoying the YouTube, says Rashawn. Now you need to close out. We're going to be doing that. Now you need to closing music too. I want you to stay tuned for that. Be sure to like. Oh, yes, guys, make sure to like when we're on, make sure you like if you like it. Make sure you like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and also pass it on to your friends. Please pass it on to your friends. I think we add value. Chris and I, we add value during the week. I think so do that. And on that note, guys, have a great day.